Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, bit of a nerdy one, very quick one, bit of a silly one really. On tour, we stayed in a lot of different hotels and a lot of them had, that little complimentary pen and, pad you could use for note-taking, whatever. I managed to borrow a few. And I have four random ones from four of the random hotels. And what I've done is I've done a little quick writing sample on each of them with a couple of different pens just to see how the paper performs, because paper is a big part of this hobby and a big part of the success of this hobby for any individual person. So let's see how these four random paper samples from these hotels cope with fountain pens. Okay, so I stayed at a bunch of hotels. And as I said, I sort of borrowed one of the little stationery pads from just a few of them, just to sort of test them out. And what I've done is I've done a little writing sample with two fountain pens, a fine liner, a ballpoint, and a pencil on each of these, so we could sort of have a look at how they perform. Let's work left to right from what's set out here. So we've got the page from the Mantra. Now, I have no idea what these papers are. They're literally just the free little pad that's put on the desk for you to use or borrow, and I've just done writing samples. So Diamine Ancient Copper there looks great. Esterbrook Cobalt there looks good. Unipin Fineliner, Schmidt Ballpoint, and then a pencil. And they all look good on this side. There's no feathering or anything like that. And on the reverse, nothing comes through. So yeah, Mantra gets a tick. Novotel now. This is a lighter paper, but I've done the exact same writing here. You can see there's a little bit of spreading off feather there on the Cobalt. Ancient Copper is okay. And then the others, of course, all look good. We'd expect the ballpoint to sort of behave really, really well on all of these. On the reverse, we get a little bit of bleeding there. Just a few dots from the fountain pens, but nothing from the others. So even that, you're not talking about terrible grade paper here. I think a lot of these hotel chains, as well as being cost effective, do want to provide some little touches of luxury. Now, the Central Hospitality Group. Now, I personally cannot remember where I stayed in this hotel. We visited like 26, 27 towns. So, but once again, tiny bit of spreading here and there, little feather perhaps from the Esterbrook Cobalt, but looking really, really good here. And this is a nice sort of weight paper as well. And on the reverse, absolutely nothing comes through. Now, the Mantra and the Central Hospitality Group are similar dimensions and all of that kind of stuff, but the paper weight is very different. So they're not the same paper. They may be from the same manufacturer, the same, printer, all that kind of stuff, but there is a slight difference in the weight of the paper. And then lastly, we get 291 on King, Your Next Destination. And this is in Newcastle in New South Wales. This is the lightest weight of all the four papers. And there is a little bit of feathering once again from the Cobalt from Esterbrook. It's a slightly aggressive ink, I would say. Once again, everything else feels good. Pencil felt really nice on this, I remember. And even Ancient Copper, we get not sheen, but we do get some nice little bits of shine, shall we say. And on the reverse, yes, few dots coming through from the fountain pens, but even the fine liner and everything looks really good. So what was the point of this? Well, just showing that, paper is a big important part of what we do as fountain pen users. We all, are looking for the next Tom or Ruber. Some of us really like optic paper from Oxford. There's a Midori paper, there's every kind of paper you can get. We all try and steer away from moleskin for obvious reasons, but what this shows is that, there's nice paper everywhere. You've just got to find the right ones. So, yes, this is my little hotel paper experiment. And, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that kind of stuff. Until next time, enjoy your paper, and I'll talk to you soon.